Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we have an injury update regarding Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield following a hit that he had sustained at the end of the Bucs loss against the New Orleans Saints just a couple of days ago. The injury update is this, folks. Baker Mayfield is expected to be fine going into the Bucs' upcoming game versus the Carolina Panthers, a very important game at that, because if the Bucs win, they are in. They win the NFC South. If they lose, they are eliminated from the playoffs in its entirety. So, a lot of things are at stake. Obviously, you want Baker Mayfield to be healthy and be out there. He had sustained a rib injury. Again, the x-rays came back negative. Baker Mayfield should be fine, but it definitely sounds like fine is not great, not 100% good to go. Obviously, Baker Mayfield is reeling a little bit from that hit. Rib injuries are not fun, folks. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at that hit. Hopefully, this video does not get demonetized. I'm going to try my best to, hopefully make sure this clip doesn't get demonetized. As you can see, Baker Mayfield, this is after the hit. You see it in slow motion here. Boom. Right after the quarterback throws the football. It is a pretty clear as day late hit, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of Saints fans may disagree with that, but we're going to take one more look at it. Right there, the ball is clearly out of Baker Mayfield's hands at that point, and Tyrann Mathieu lays the smack down. Here it is one more time for good measure. Boom. I mean, that kind of says everything that needs to be said, in my opinion. But Baker Mayfield, as you guys saw in the clip, was immediately clutching at his ribs. Was a situation where he was really banged up, went to the sideline, and was just pacing around in pain, was face down at the bench, and was just clearly hurt. Was clearly in a situation where he was not feeling 100% after that hit. So it is good to get an update that, hey, it seems like he's going to be okay, because this is a game where Baker Mayfield does need to go out there and play some good football, right? He needs to go out there. He needs to perform. The entirety of the Buccaneers need to perform. I don't have to tell you guys what's at stake. I mean, I already did, but you guys know what's at stake. So, of course, the team knows what's at stake. Baker Mayfield knows what's at stake. He's going to fight through this injury, and he's going to go and try and lead his guys to a victory, to a playoff berth, to an NFC South title, the fourth year in a row, hopefully, making the playoffs, the third year in a row, hopefully, winning the NFC South with Baker Mayfield at the helm. There's a lot riding on this game, and I may dive into this in a separate video about Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield and win or lose, how much that is going to affect their futures with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I will say, I think that it is still two very different potential outcomes between Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield, even if the Bucs lose. Again, may dive into that in a separate video, but it does seem like Mayfield is going to hopefully be good to go in this upcoming game. If I had to guess, I imagine things are going to be taken a little bit easy in practice for Mayfield. Probably not a ton of intense work in practice, probably just some walkthroughs and whatnot, trying to make sure he gets as much rest as possible. Of course, if anything does happen with Baker Mayfield, knock on wood for that, you would see Kyle Trask come in at the quarterback position, which some people may want to see based on what your thoughts and opinions are on Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. I know there's still a lot of people who support Kyle Trask and want to see him get a fair shot at the quarterback position. Again, seems like Baker Mayfield is fine, but if anything does go backwards, if anything does happen regarding Baker Mayfield to where he can't play at all, or maybe even leaves the game early, Kyle Trask is the first guy up in that quarterback room, and then you have John Wolford in there as the emergency quarterback. We'll probably have an update on this injury, I guess, so to speak, whenever the injury report comes out, and me and Billy probably talk about that later on in the week, so pay attention to that moving forward as well. If I had to guess, I'm going to say that Baker Mayfield's probably going to be limited throughout this week, but it's still going to be worth paying attention to. What do you guys think about this injury update for Baker Mayfield? Are you excited about it? Do you want to see Baker Mayfield go out there? Do you not want to see the risk of him re-aggravating this injury? Do you want him to rest just in case and maybe put out a guy like Kyle Trask if you really think the Bucs, don't have to sweat that much regarding the Carolina Panthers? I think that it's going to be an all hands on deck type of situation. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear them down in the comments section below. Guys, Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.